Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Check it out, today we got the FMS FMT-10. Now a unique issue with this vehicle is they used a weird mod for the pinion gear, like 0.09, 0.08, whatever it was. Makes it really hard to change the gearing, and I really feel like, and I'm not a guy that really goes on about gearing stuff up, but I would like to see a little bit more rotation and power in this vehicle. So finding a pinion gear is a little hard, but what's not hard is swapping the ESC. Now this is already 4S, trying to go 6S. Now that's the kicker. The problem there is because that spot right there is extremely tight. Now I know you can get creative and maybe do some stuff, put it over here where the receiver is, but you still only have, but check it out, Mamba by Castle. This is the smallest 6S ESC I could find. Little expensive, but we're gonna go ahead and pop it in the FMS, the FMT-10, and see how it does. Fingers crossed. Let me go ahead and get the connector soldered up and get this thing in, and I'll see you out there for some bashing. Look at how clean that is. That is a 6S ESC. The Mamba X there, whatever, that is one amazing ESC. It is smaller than the 120 Hobby Wing that I put. Too bad Castle doesn't give you a spec like 120 amp, 140 amp. I don't know what this is. They don't give you any specs on their ESCs. But it is clean, and this sucks. I was going to title this the first 6S FMS, but somebody beat me to it. But I watched that video, and for some reason they hacked the crap out of the chassis to mount. Oh, that's because they were using like a Spectrum ESC, which is absolutely massive. I had one of those laying around. I thought about it. I'm like, there's no way it's going to fit. So I did some research of like the thinnest, the smallest 6S ESC, and was the Castle. So I did some I put the programmer on it. I bumped the punch up to 50. It might have been a mistake because when I had it on the bench, it felt a little spicy as it was, and I still moved the punch up to 50. And I believe that's the only thing. I did change the BEC voltage because it was down to 5, so I changed it to 6. I probably should have put it at 7. So the only thing I don't like with the Castle system is that it goes in between the ESC and the receiver. So normally what I do is I just put a little stubby lead, a little short extender coming out of the receiver box, and then that way if I ever need to do programming, I'll do it again. And I didn't. I forgot about it until I buttoned everything up. But if you look here too, I just want to point out, this is the factory motor. So I have not changed the motor. Now guys, don't freak out and say something's not a 6. I don't believe that there's such a thing as a 2S, a 6S, 8S motor. Sure, maybe it's built for that spec to withstand a lot of abuse, and maybe it can handle it, but just as long as you don't overheat and cook the motor, it's going to be fine. It's not going to hurt anything. I ran a 6S on that stock Vendetta motor and never fried it. Also, like, I think it's my Jado. I heard you were going to fry that motor. Still haven't fried that one. So let's go do a speed run and see if we picked up any speed. When I did the review on this, we hit 45. So that's the target to hit, 45, or the target to beat. All right, let's see here. We got speed. I'm gonna start. Oh, the gnats are out again. Damn. But hey, check this out. If you want a size comparison to how large an X-Max is. Oh my god, it just totally dwarfs this thing. Let me get my bug net on. Hey baby, you come here often? The stuff we gotta do. Whoa. Whoa. Oh yeah, she lively. She a lively one now. Let's see if we can get some speed down. Whoa. Man, them tires are ballooning. I don't think this gyro doesn't work very good on this, because they got the receiver standing up. So I'm just going to add like maybe just a little bit. See if it helps. Heart's racing. I was full throttle there for a second. Whew. Man, I tell you what, damn, that thing gets away from you. That felt really, really fast. You guys remember, I have not changed the gearing or anything on this. 60, holy crap, 62. Oh, did we really just gain 17 miles an hour out of this? Holy crap. Dude, she is lively. I'm not going to say anything bad about the other channel. It's a good channel. I'm just not going to say any names, but their speed, I think they only got like, oh man, I forget. I don't think they did anything more than like 48 or something. I don't know. I believe they changed the motor and everything. And with this setup, you really cannot change the pinion either, because they got that really weird pinion size. Now I will say this truck is not rated for 6S. Nobody told me that it could handle 6S. This is just my own stupidity. I'm coming out here and trying to see if it, because I really feel, looking at the parts, it can handle it. My only issue is that center diff I'm a little worried about, because I've already destroyed one. But you know, this RC to me, and I don't normally say this, I really feel could use some gearing up, because it just kind of lacked that sudden kind of power. Whoa. Remember last time we were here, I could barely get this thing. You know, granted, the grass was thicker, but I could not get this thing to catch any air, really. Ooh, brakes are a little strong. Okay, just gotta remember to. Ooh, throttle's really strong too. Dude, this thing is flying so easy. I'm not. You can hear. I'm not even beginning to be full throttle on this. Wow. I have a feeling if anybody has this RC. Ooh! Oops. I probably shouldn't have turned that punch up. It is really sensitive now. Jeez. Yeah, so I think that's why I turned the punch up to 50. I really don't think it needed it. I will probably turn that back down to 0. Wow. Dude, what a... Well, Castle, I think you're going to get some sales of this ESC, because this ESC, guys, it fit in no modification, none whatsoever. The bullets from the motor plugged right into the ESC. The ESC went right in that same spot. Absolutely no problem. Dude, this is, it's probably a bit much for the RC, but I really wanted a bit more performance out of this thing when it was on 4S, and like I said, it's really hard to gear up. And if you guys watch my channel, you know I don't really do much in the way of gearing in that. I'm usually pretty good with the way stuff is, but this just kind of lacked, like what we're seeing here, the air control. Now, it's going to take me a minute to get used to how touchy this is. I mean, every RC is different. And I've gotten to the point to, it just gotten a little cost prohibitive to keep putting all my RCs on one transmitter, because you know you get used to that transmitter. So it's still, the cars all act different. Like I said, it depends on punch level and stuff like that. And you know, they're all still going to handle different, you know, depend on how. I can have two cars with the same ESC, same transmitter, same that, and based on gearing and actually like weight of the RC, they'll behave different. So that's why it's nice to have more than one. God, oh, FMS, you really need to release a 6S version of this. Oh no, 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 no. Oof. Dude, this thing is where it's at. This is not the same RC. Wow. And I really was like, I really could not believe that this little ESC, especially when you look at the size of the power wires that are on it, were smaller than the Hobby Wing. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Castle had not impressed me before in the past. When I first got in the hobby, I bought a Arma Infraction, the Mega. It was brushed. It was scratch and dent. I thought it'd be something cool for the channel. The scratch and dent, worth it. What's a scratch and dent sale? All that stuff. So I bought it. It was brushed, and I really went into uncharted territory, not really knowing RCs. I didn't know anything about KV values. I didn't know any. I think Tower had a recommended Castle ESC and motor combination. I bought that, and it just never really worked for it. I always had problems with that thing thermaling. And probably because it was just too big of a, knowing now, you know, 10 scale, having like a 4200, 4800 kV motor. But still, that ESC just never worked. I took that ESC, put it in the Team Associated MT-10, and I still just had random shutdown. Random shutdowns and stuff like that. I would have to cycle on and off. I put a capacitor on it. It seemed to clear it up for a minute, but it's still. So now I did put a micro Mamba in my Mojave Grom, and that does pretty good. What? Oh, okay, so it just came unplugged. Oh no, the ESC came loose, that's why. The ESC is a bit warm. I probably need to get this RC guy garage thing out of here. It's putting too much stress on the wires. Well, I'm gonna have to redouble stick that ESC, but it's my fault because see, I'm yanking on the wires here. Really love that clipless body. I wish more companies would do that. And that's probably one of the best clipless systems out there, man. I mean, look at all the tones we took. It has not popped off at all. And I really love that when you push the buttons, it's spring loaded and it pops the body up. Dude, I will say it, man. Castle ESC, if you guys are watching, I am thoroughly impressed with that ESC. That blows my mind that it is in every aspect smaller than the Hobby Wing that came out of here, and it has more power. Granted, it's more battery, but now the only thing that they say on the Castle website is, you know, it says it's for 10 scale, or I think even something larger, but it just says something like 9 pounds on 6S, something. So I'm not sure. Whoa. Wow, that back tire's in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know, it might not be 9 pounds. You just have to weigh it. When I get home, if I do weigh it, I'll put it up here for you guys to read. Let's see what the weight is on this thing. Guys, I cannot believe this. You know, I'm really kind of disappointed too that it doesn't seem like this RC really got a lot of attention. That I really think you guys are missing out. Granted, it's not as cheap as we would maybe see from, but I mean, admit it, FMS isn't exactly like a tiny brand that's just on Amazon. They've been around for a minute, so they're not really like a small company. And I think the price is fair. I mean, I wish it would be lower. But given the price of stuff, hell, I think this is probably about the price of the new damn Quake Grom. This really is a solid friggin' RC, man. This really... I really appreciate FMS for stepping up. God, I'm thinking we need this. Look at the price of the new tracks and stuff. $1,200 for their X whatever with no body. $200 for a body. Hell, for you could probably get 2 bodies or one of these. I'll leave a link down below if you are interested in picking one of these up. I'll also leave a link for the Castle ESC and all that. Golly. Dude, this thing is freaking killing it. I don't even have to give it full throttle, man. It's nice. There's plenty in reserve here, man. This is just a blast. Wow, this is better than I expected. I really kind of thought the size of this ESC, it would just be dead in the water like really quick. But no, it's doing good. I mean, if it got hot, it would go into thermal and shut down. So look at how deep this grass is. So you know you're really pushing it. And I'm running 6S. So Castle has not been my favorite. I've had, you know, the one ESC that gave me problems. So they haven't been high on my list. And like I said, I put the Micro Mamba because it's a beautiful size. It works really well on the Groms. It's, you know, probably a little pricey for, not terrible. You know, it's not an exorbitant amount. But to be honest, I haven't really run that RC that much to really appreciate that ESC. So but still, even with that, Castle just hadn't really won me over. But I think, damn, man, I'm blown away. Really am. You know, between FMS, the great job they did assembling this RC, and Castle with that ESC, holy moly, man, this is a marriage. This is a match made in heaven. There we go. Wow. I'm absolutely love. All right, this video is gonna get too long. I need to stop. I'm just having fun, guys. I'm sorry. I'm making this way too long. Guys, just take that in, man. Beautiful RC, very well made. We really need to support these companies that are stepping up, because this is going to be the kick in the ass to make like the Armors and the Traxxases make better cars, maybe bring their prices down. And also I ask, support them, because they supported me. They gave me this, they gave me a crawler to review for the channel, so I did get this for free. But I'm only under obligation to make one video, make the review video. That's it. Anything past that is just stuff that I want to do. So I know technically they said when you receive something free of value, you should check that little mark, but I don't do it after the, because it's my RC. I fulfilled my obligation. I posted the video. They give it to us to review. We earn the car by posting the first video. So for me, I feel like I've paid for it at this point. Does that make sense? Do you guys agree with me with that? Or should I actually click that I received something of value on this video? Even, you know, like I said, when they give it to you, one video, that's all you require. Do a review video, post it. That's it. You know, you see a lot of channels. That's it. You'll see one video and you'll never see that car again. I'll have this thing out for a 1-year review. And I was just going to try this ESC and put this thing back to stock, but I don't think I'm gonna, unless stuff starts breaking. That Castle ESC's got a new home. I'm not gonna put it back to 4S because that thing is freaking wild. Oh shit. Oh man, I love it. So yeah, and competition gives us better RCs, better prices, so hopefully this competition is gonna wake them up. And we shall see. Time will tell. We still got a little bit of time of the year. You know, they always blast out this stuff at the end of the year. So I got to save my money. Because I know we're going to get hit hard at the end of the year. And right now, too, guys, I'm asking, please use the links down below. I hate being repetitive about this, but like my workshop, I've outgrown it. I literally can't even walk in there. It's floor to ceiling RCs, and literally like the floor is covered. I can barely make it to my bench. So, please use the affiliate links. If you want to buy one of these from FMS, I'll leave the link down there. The ESC, all that stuff. If you want to buy anything, Traxxas, Arma, A-Main, Tower, Horizon, I have links. And like I said, if Amazon, go buy your dog food. Start at my store, buy that. And if you're interested in the stuff I have RC, it's in my RC department down there. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate all the likes, the shares, the comments, subscribing. Please subscribe if you haven't. It means a lot, helping this veteran grow his channel. This, I mean, I'll probably maybe do a video on this, but like my back hurts a lot, and for me to get out here, it's therapy to come out here and run these cars. It takes my mind off the back pain. So you guys help me out, because even though I'd want to come out here and run these cars, I like doing it. If I didn't have a video to post, I probably wouldn't even force myself to do that. So you guys motivate me to do better, and I'm glad that you guys get value and entertainment out of watching. So trying to get a little bit better and a little more positive, a little happier, a little less complaining, and just try to bring more entertaining stuff. So always working, tweaking, adjusting. So let me know what you think. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Leave the comments down below. All right, everyone. Appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. See you next one.